Singapore is a multiracial, multi-religious city-state that drew much of its citizenry from near and far over 2 centuries to be what it is today. Diverse, varied, but still unified by a common spirit, the Indian Muslims have played some key roles and contributed to the society. They became an integral part of Singapore's landscape, notably in commerce, journalism, language, law and order, religion, philanthropy, sport and the arts. This is a story of a small community of many languages, multiple identities and a shared aspiration as Singaporeans. This is the story of Singapore's Indian Muslims.
You have a rich, strong Tamil culture, which is very inclusive. That is, you accept others, others accept you.
இன்றைக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய தமிழ் முஸ்லிம்கள் கஷ்டப்படக்கூடிய மக்களுக்கு அவர்களுடைய வீடு தேடி போய் அவர்களுடைய வீட்டிற்கு தேவையான மளிகை பொருட்கள் உணவுப் பொருட்கள் எல்லாம் கொடுத்து வர்றதையே தங்களுடைய பொழுதுபோக்காக ஆக்கியிருக்கிறாங்க. அப்படிங்கும்போது ஒரு ஆரோக்கியமான சமுதாயம் இளைஞர்களுக்கு மத்தியில் ஒரு ஆரோக்கியமான சமுதாயம் உருவாகியிருக்கிறது அப்படிங்கிறதுல எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெரிய ஒரு சந்தோஷம். இதை நாம் பார்க்கக்கூடிய காட்சி. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் வளரக்கூடிய தலைமுறைக்கு நல்லொழுக்க போதனைகளை சொல்ல வேண்டுங்கிறதுக்காக ஆங்காங்கே மதரசாக்கள் பெருகிடுச்சு. பேரு தான் மதரசாவை தவிர ஆனால் நற்குணங்களை போதிக்கக்கூடிய சாலைகள் என்று தான் நான் எப்போதுமே அதை சொல்கிறது.
I was very fortunate in the sense that when I was serving as the president of the Majlis Ugama Islam or the Islamic Religious Council of Singapore, and also with the SCEO of Mendaki, the Council for the Upliftment of the Muslim Community in Singapore, I had a first-hand experience in working with them. And I find them a community that is driven, a community that is caring, always wanting to do more for others.
In my opinion, the Indian Muslim community in Singapore has done very well to a significant extent because of the pivotal role played by the women within the community, be it as caregivers, nurturers of the young, or active participants in the community and the economy. They have almost always played a very crucial role in the betterment of the community.
Community is very hardworking. As an Indian Muslim community of Singapore, I'm proud to be saying that our community are very vibrant, and today we are there and some of us have been recognized well, and we hope to continue to take this part in Singapore to deliver the Indian community image and the Indian Muslim community to be on the national level.
It's very heartening to see Muslim women hold key positions in national institutions, beginning from our Honourable Speaker, Madam Halimah Yaakob. The current and past CEOs of Mendaki are women. There are women holding high positions in the Singapore Police Force as well. They serve as great inspiration to other Indian Muslim women, and I am very positive that the future ahead of us is bright. We will be seeing a lot more women coming to the forefront.
So the lesson is, over time, while we improve on education, we must remember that the other skills, the other areas, and where we have strength, work on the strength. Where we think there are new areas to venture into, be brave to move into these areas. And that was a pioneering spirit. When our parents left India, the world was so white. They didn't know what to expect. And when they came, they were very hollow, empty. There were not many people around to support them, but they rose against all these odds and challenge and rose to the occasion. And that is something that we must hold on to. The pioneering spirit of moving against challenges, difficulty, overcoming them, and rising above all this. And that is the spirit that we should continue to develop and harness and maintain.
I have several expectations and aspirations for the younger community, especially Indian Muslim community. Obviously, we have to be a part of this globalization phenomenon that's taking place in Singapore, where we not only embrace talent, but we help talent to be integrated into the larger Singaporean family. A lot of Indian nationals are coming to Singapore. I think I see a role that for our younger generation to help the newcomers, so to speak, to understand better the Singapore milieu, our aspirations, our nuances, our quirkiness, as a multicultural society, so that they can integrate better. I think that's a very important part I see as the role of the younger generation, because as what our forefathers did to start the Singapore project, the younger generation must continue with the Singapore project. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary next year, I see the younger population, and in particular the younger Indian Muslim population, playing that very critical role in developing the next chapter of the Singapore story by allowing newcomers like their forefathers to be part of the Singaporean family, helping them to integrate and move on. Secondly, obviously, for the younger generation to go abroad, to globalize, to bring the Singapore brand name across the oceans, tapping on the network that we have created for ourselves, tapping on the network that the Indian community have created for themselves, so that the Singapore branding, right, has not only an international reputation, but a reputation that we can all be proud of, that all of us have a part to play. And I see the younger Indian Muslim community having an important role because of that connection. And obviously the connection with India that they possess very strongly can also be tapped on to build the international reputation, because ultimately all of us have one stake in the next 50 years, is the survival of Singapore as a thriving metropolis, which is an embracive, inclusive society, as our forefathers have seen it when they came to our shores many, many years ago to build a new homeland for themselves. So I think this is a continuing project, and I see this as a project worthwhile of our younger generation, including the younger Indian Muslim community.